environment because we cannot continue like before. This is a different world. We have to train ourselves in the trades, in the professions, and whatever else so that we can move St. Vincent forward. We talk about the education, the revolution in health. You know that we have polyclinics throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines which open 24/7. That your health care is looked after because there is a vision to ensure that primary health care comes to everybody in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we are doing that. Right now, if you pass at Annisville, you will see the acute care hospital being built. Well on the way. Very modern hospital facility. It will be finished in 2027. Who you think going to open it? The ULP. Because the NDP said they go open it. They want to finish it. Everything you talk about, they go finish it. It's a finish it NDP. A finish it party. That's all they do. Finish it. Programs and projects that they themselves criticize, they are telling you that they will continue them now. Like what they did with the airport. They didn't want it because we didn't need it as far as they were concerned. And then all of a sudden, they extolled the virtues of the international airport. We are coming to you also with a team, a competent team of candidates. Because in any election, you need to have good leadership. You need to have good candidates of quality and of substance. And you need to have a party which has a philosophy. So the people on my platform tonight, behind me, and they'll be joined soon by Camilo, are people of substance. We have, first of all, a woman, because we have put a lot of investment in women in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because we love women. We understand the importance of women. We don't insult them on media. We don't insult them on platform. Because they are the pillars of our society. So we have women on our platform. Tonight we have Kissal Peters, a professional, competent person. And she's one of the speakers tonight. We also have Curtis King, an educator, a social activist, community activist, headmaster. These are the kind of people we're talking about. And Camilo, when he comes, a man who steered the ship through a special period, our special period of eruptions and hurricanes and pandemic. St. Vincent and the Grenadines did the best during the pandemic in this Caribbean. And the man who did the fiscal steering was Camilo Gonzalez.
Yes, we're too far to turn back now. Oh, yes, we're standing firm for another term. Too far to turn back now.
We pause. I'm not sure if he's in the crowd. Oh, yes,
Too far to turn back.
Give him a round of applause as he comes.
Yes, we're too far to turn back now. Oh, yes, we're standing firm for another term. Too far to turn back now.
We not leave where we come right. Show me the red. We not leave where we come right. Swing it up on your head. We not leave where we come right. Show me the red. We not leave where we come right. Everybody sing. They don't have no behavior. That's why we voted for Labour. They don't have no behavior. We voted for Madam Labour. They don't have no behavior. That's why we voted for Labour. They don't have no behavior. Calling on the red hands them and the red rats them. If you love the comrade, dance with them. NDP people, them is their problems. So when they start to kick up, just tell them we not leave where we come right. Show me your red. We not leave where we come right. Swing it up on your head. We not leave where we come right. Show me your red. We not leave where we come right. Everybody sing. You don't have no behavior. That's why we go.
Comrades and friends, I am confident, just as you are confident, that Camilo Gonzalez will soundly whip the opponent in this constituency this time.
We not leave where we come right. Show me the red. We not leave where we come right. Swing it up on your head. We not leave where we come right. Show me the red. We not leave where we come right.
He will emerge victorious better than he did last time. And so will Curtis King in West St. George. They can't test labor on this corridor. Not this time.
Hit them for six. Hit them for six. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for six. Hit them for six. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for six. Hit them for six. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for six. Hit them for six. This time is plenty licks. Leave at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. Leave at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. Comrade at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. The comrade at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. And every time I knock on me neighbor door, I hear.
Eastern George, I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know I'm preaching to the choir when I talk to you about Camilo Gonzalez. But I also like to say for emphasis, you see sandals and beaches coming to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they have Camilo footprint and handprint on them. You see the port, Camilo's footprint is on that. You see the hotel around that side, Camilo's footprint is on that. You see the St. Vincent Beach Stadium, Camilo. The man looks for solutions, finds them, and implement them. That is the man who you have in East St. George. I know you know that.
Yo, jump and show me your fingers, 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 fingers. Jump and show me your fingers, 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 fingers. Jump and show me your fingers, 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 fingers.
I won't stay long with you. I won't stay too long with you. But I'd just like to say also that we have in St. Vincent and Grenadines the most progressive, the most competent leader, political leader for any political party in this Caribbean. That's Dr. Ralph Gonzalez. Not only we know it, it is known throughout the Caribbean. It is known because of the work which he has done. His body of work has been so immense. And he has remained at the helm of the ULP for the past 25 years, steering the ship of state into good waters. We've passed through some perilous times, which you know. Natural disasters, disasters that we didn't make, man-made disasters in North America and Europe, and we had to go through them. You think if we had another leader, we would have done as much as we have done in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Do you think if we have another pandemic tomorrow or another burial, that St. Vincent and the Grenadines will fare as well with a different leader from a different side? I'm not hearing you. I'm confident that you won't. Because only the ULP has a plan to deal with these things here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The NDP is an ad hoc party dealing with your dribs and drabs. Every morning they wake up with something else, like Jumbie Umbrella, just jump up. That's how they are. I want you to take them seriously. Today they talk about one thing, tomorrow they talk about another thing. Today they talk about paying you for VAT. Next day they want $500 for baby. All kind of foolishness they're coming up with. No coherent policy. None whatsoever. I want to leave this with you. That you cannot make the mistake. You cannot make the mistake of allowing the NDP to get power in this country. They have to go and come again. They have to wheel and come again. Come with something else. Let's hear what you have to say. How do you intend to develop St. Vincent and the Grenadines? How do you intend to help the young people and the older people and those in between? That's what we want to hear. But they want to cost their way to power. The more they cost, they feel the closer they are to power. So they cost every day. While we working, they're cussing. While they cost us at work too, you know. This is not what we want for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Not at this time. The ULP is the party we want in power. ULP is the party we're going to vote for. Vote for Curtis King, vote for Camilo Gonzalez, vote for Jimmy Prince in these elections. Thank you very much. And good night.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy.
5 in a row. That's what the whole of St. Vincent don't know. All Labour people, I want to sing. Sing with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm in Labour X. I make them vex. I'm in Labour X. I make them vex. I make them vex. I'm in Labour X. I go make them vex. Hey, all Labour people, I want to sing. Sing with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm in Labour X. I make them vex. I'm in Labour X. I make them vex. I make them vex. I'm in Labour X.
I know those of you know that the political leader is here and Prime Minister. But for those of you on radio, the political leader and Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves has just arrived here in Belmont. And there is pandemonium in Belmont. Pandemonium in Belmont. When Belmont
It's for labor, for who? Labor. Everybody, mother. Labor of the workers live up. Mother. Government of the workers live. Everybody, every labor man and woman, show me all your hand and hand. If you're ready for election, show me every hand and hand. Every labor man and woman, show me all your hand and hand. You're ready to win the next one.
comrades and friends of Labour. I am very happy to see so many of you here at Belmont. Camilo and Curtis and Jimmy. And I know a lot of people are watching us online. Already I'm getting text messages from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, from the Caribbean, from America, and even from England. Because this time in London is after midnight. That's to show the interest of people all over the world. And I give all of those persons all over the world greetings too. From Belmont Lookout, the famous Belmont Lookout.
This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Leave what you do, knocking boom, boom, boom. Leave what you do, knocking boom, boom, boom. Comrade that you do, knocking boom, boom, boom. The comrade that you do, knocking boom, boom, boom. And every time I knock on the Labour door, I hear Labour.
Comrades, this is like an anthem. But I hear Luther got a song even hotter. That's what they tell me. But Fireman said no. I hear Skinny got 2 tunes. I hear when he ready to drop them, the whole country light up. Because as you know, Labour is from yesterday, Labour is today, and Labour is tomorrow.
We don't leave where we come right. Show me the red. We don't leave where we come right. Swing it up on your head. We don't leave where we come right. Show me the red. We don't leave where we come right. Everybody sing. They don't have no behavior. That's why we voted for Labour. They don't have no behavior. We voted for Madam Labour. They don't have.
Well, I notice here in Belmont tonight, I notice, though we have a lot of men, we got more women up here. And female warriors. NDP, hear me? Female warriors turn out to vote, you know. They don't play the fool. I don't know why you got so many women. Because man, Curtis handsome, Jimmy handsome, Camilo handsome. And Snaggy say he handsome too.
Labor ladies, choosing a better way. Well, this one is for the ladies of labor. You got that labor flavor. Labor ladies, choosing a better way. Lead the way, lead the way, lead the way. You help the ladies. Lead the way, lead the way, lead the way. You help the ladies.
I want to say up front, to the men and the women, to the young people, to all the voters in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Before the day of the election, I ain't going to tell you which day. It might come to you in the middle of the night. The announcement might come to you for the morning. But watch out, in addition to all what we're saying, there is an announcement which I will make, a pronouncement which I will make, which will knock NDP for 6. Believe me, I tell you that. In addition to all what we're talking about.
Nothing else makes sense. See if get a youth, everybody get help. World government, nothing else makes sense. See if get a youth, everybody get help. When you vote, world boss. Everybody happy, all who watch out grass. When you vote, world boss. Landslide victory, the people want. World boss step in a parliament. Every ghetto youth a get a house and a Benz. Child molester them a get a rope and a end. Juvenile no sleep a road, we a put up all of them. Set up the elderly, the shop done. And I did it.
Now, in tribute to Labour ladies, I want to talk about women under the Unity Labour Party. I want to begin there. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, over the last near 25 years, there has never been a time where women have made as much progress in this country as under the Unity Labour Party government. That has not come about. That has not come about by chance. It hasn't come about by accident. Most men in St. Vincent and the Grenadines know their responsibilities. And most men in St. Vincent and the Grenadines don't go about and beat up women. But some do. And that has to stop. But this is the government that put in place a strong law to protect women against domestic violence. This government. And not only that, we put mechanisms in place in the Ministry of Social Development. We set up a special unit in the police force at Kittels to deal with the matter of violence against women. Because our women need to be protected from that violence. You watch long ago, before the turn of the 21st century, most women in this country, though they have a lot of abilities, they could never aspire very high. They could go into teaching. They could hold a reasonably low-level position in the public service. Only few of them were in the police force. And those who rose, only a few could rise up in the public service to the top. Not a lot of women went to university. Not a lot of women went to college. Today, more than half of the people who are at community college, and there are 2,700 of them, and more than half of the thousands who are at university, more than half of them are women.
Shoes on my feet, I bought it. Clothes I'm wearing, I bought it. The rock I'm rocking, I bought it. 'Cause I depend on me. If I want it, the watch I'm wearing, I bought it. The house I live in, I bought it. The car I'm driving, I bought it. I depend on me. I depend on me. All the women independent.
And you have a lot of women now in the labor force who working. Long ago, what was the philosophy? Barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen. You hear that? Barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen. That was the philosophy. The Unity Labour Party changed all that. They say that every woman, like men, born with potential to reach the highest position. And if you watch the number of vehicles that leave Belmont every single morning with women going to work in hotels, working in the public service, working as teachers, working in banks, in insurance companies, working in serious positions. Men too, but women moving out. And one of the reasons you're able to move out so easily to go and work is because we have set up a system to make sure that you have proper early childhood education in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So you can leave your children, in fact, even before they're 3 years old. Some people leave them with their granny. Some people leave them with their auntie, the older auntie or the older granny. But in 2001, only 15%, 15 out of 100 children were in preschool. Only 15. Today, 85 out of 100 in preschool. Women have become in St. Vincent and the Grenadines history makers. We have a history maker right in front of us here, you know, from Byra Hill. Look out here. One of the first women in nursing who got a PhD, you know, a doctorate. This is Dr. Gittins right here, you know.
No boy can't draw me round no corner. Figure show me no iguana. So love me, make me grow. That you fi know. No boy can't draw me round no corner. Figure show me no banana.
I didn't know she was going to be here, you know. She's a Byra woman. I expect she to be in the rally up Byra. Her mother and father never went secondary school, you know. She's the first one in her family to go to university, you know. She was a permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health. She was the principal nursing officer. And she just retired. I don't know if she retired or she just took a break from the contract. They recruited her from here to lecture at the University of Technology in Jamaica in the field of nursing and nursing administration. Strength of a woman. Right now, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I talked just now about generally how women are in all kinds of activities. And women are now participating in the labor force at pretty much at the same level as men. You see women on construction site, you know. Before that, the only woman who used to do hard work is woman who used to see with 5p hoe digging her root. Or digging banana hole. Or carrying banana on the head from the time you have kata. Who know about kata? Who know about kata? Eh? Who know about kata? That's before, that's even before you used to box bananas. That's before you even put the banana them properly in the sleeve. You used to have to take the dry banana leaf, make it up into like a crown, and put it on your head, and carry the banana from the field to the boxing, to the area where the truck will pick it up to take it to the boxing pad. Eh? And girl, as you say, that never had any money. You hear me? You say that right. That didn't have any money. But what we do now, we educate the women, we train them in all kind of different areas. And in this 25-year period thus far, so we talk not only about women generally. And by the way, when we came to office, they didn't have one single state-run preschool or the childhood education center. Now, we, the government of St. Vincent and Grenadines, build over 20 of them. And every single one of them is free. Every single one of them is free. You know. You see something they take for granted? You see something what they take for granted, my dear sister? But you know that labor is working for you. And by getting your education and your training, you're owning your own future. Let me tell you right now, you know that most of the permanent secretaries in this country are women. The cabinet secretary is a woman. A woman from country. She lives now in East St. George. She's a Barnwell from Lomans. Then you have the permanent secretaries at the office of the Prime Minister. The woman there is a woman from Mondentic. National Mobilization. That is a woman from Tobago, but who married to a man from Mespo. She's the permanent secretary there. Then the permanent secretary in Works. That is a woman from Park Hill. You hear me? Is your family? Your PS. And then there's a permanent secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs who is a woman. Labor. 6 in a row. Yes, comrade, 6 in a row.
In North Windward.
The permanent secretary in Tourism and Culture is a woman. The permanent secretary in Housing is a woman. And there are other senior positions. The chief medical officer is a woman. The chief immigration officer is a woman. The deputy chief immigration officer is a woman. The deputy at customs is a woman. She comes from South Rivers. The chief personal officer is a woman. She controls the hiring in the public service. The speaker and the deputy speaker of the House of Assembly are women. The ambassador for us in the United Nations is a woman. The ambassador in Washington for us is a woman. The ambassador in Taiwan for us is a woman. The deputy ambassador in London for us is a woman. The deputy ambassador in Cuba and Venezuela for us is a woman. There's a woman who is the consul general for us in Toronto, in Canada. She's from Byra. All of these people I'm talking about, they ain't come from any highty-tighty family, you know. Every single one of them come from the bowels of the working people or the peasantry in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
So don't you underestimate strength of a woman. Strength of a woman.
In the professions, the women are moving rapidly and even taking over. Down at the hospital, you have nearly 100 medical doctors. More than half of them down at the hospital are women, the doctors. Are you hearing me? You hear why women vote in Labour? And the most reliable set of voters anywhere in the world is female voters. Because when a woman decides that you're a good man, they don't harm you, no. They stay with you through thick and thin. The same thing in politics, you know. Eh? The same thing in politics. Once they decide that they're supporting you, it's like hell to get them to change. And when women tell you they're voting for you, they're turning up and they're voting. They don't mind standing up in the line for an hour. You know why? Because they take 9 months for carry baby. They have a lot of patience. They have a lot of calm. Strength of a woman.
It's my vendetta. Tell them I run it with labor. It's labor. We run it with labor. It's labor. I run it with labor. It's labor.
In every area, in medicine, in engineering, in diplomacy, in teaching, in public administration, in the police, women are moving. And in law, women lawyers are a majority in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the reason why women are the majority in the legal profession in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it ain't happened by chance. It happened because of the policies of the Unity Labour Party. I tell you this, NDP, there is no woman who is a lawyer who should support the NDP. Because this is the government that advanced the cause of the education of women as lawyers. Mitchell had made it plain that he ain't paying for no legal education for anybody, man or woman. He said you could go and put up a shingle, borrow the money if you want to go. We do it differently. I will tell you a very moving experience that I had once. I had to write an article about it. About 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I was in the courthouse. I was listening to the proceedings for the induction to the bar of a young lady who lived at Edinburgh. But her grandfather, her grandmother, is from my home village. You see this one? She's going to stand on the shoulders of a lot of the strong women. Look at how she's beautiful. She just come up here. She ain't afraid of the Ralph. She ain't afraid of the comrade. I believe her mommy named Melissa. Melissa there? Marissa, you there? How many? Uncle Ralph love you. Kiss Uncle Ralph now.
Plus I wake up this morning feeling so amazing. So amazing. I'm feeling so amazing.
No. I sat down and I watched this young lady presenting her case to the judge as to why she should be registered as a lawyer. I saw her beautifully attired and with her gun. I saw her reading her speech from a laptop. And where I sat down among everybody else, nobody knew what I knew about this young lady. I closed my eyes. And when I closed my eyes, I saw a wiry Douglas woman named Christiana Tempro, married a man in Canary named Mandy Tony. And Christiana Tempro had come from, she had family in Rosebank, but she come up Canary. She married. And I could see her with her 5PO digging her root on Alban de Santos estate at Canary, above Nantan Gutter. Lands where I give out and where people build a lot of beautiful houses now. She used to dig her root up and get paid per basket. She dig stronger and better than any man from Canary. She had that reputation. Hard-working, wonderful woman. Even in her late 80s, she used to go to Canary River and catch treachery and fry it and send it for me, just like how I love them. Fry dry with pepper and curry. She sent it for me. And I closed my eyes and I saw Christiana Tempro. While this young lady was talking, I closed my eyes. I say, what a thing. After one time is the next. Her great-grandmother in the field digging her root. But the great-granddaughter, because of the policies of the Unity Labour Party, got a free education to be trained as a lawyer. In fact, she even got a further scholarship and went to Britain, a Chevening scholarship. She came back the other day. She came to look for Uncle Ralph. And I'm giving you that case. You know, her cousin is the Labor Commissioner. But her cousin Mommy walk inside at the kitchen in Canary feeding the primary school children. The number of people across St. Vincent and the Grenadines who come from the poor and working people, who gone to the professions because of the Unity Labour Party government.
I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better.
When I was coming up today, this evening, the Spirit of the Lord moved me and tell me talk about women tonight first thing. And when I come here and I see the crowd and I see, though you have plenty man, you got more woman here than man tonight. So I say I have to give a speech here tonight. And I give a similar speech in Byra about the strength of women and the way the Unity Labour Party, but through our policies and programs, have lifted up women in every material particular.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone.
The supervisor of elections is a woman from Chateaubriand. Just like the last supervisor of elections was a woman from Barley. And the woman who take notes, in the cabinet as a senior assistant secretary every single week, who prepares the agenda under the direction of the cabinet secretary, who prepares the minutes of the decisions which run this government, that woman is somebody. Let it pass. She come from the bowels of the working class. As a teenager, she had a child. And the education revolution made sure that she was lifted up to the position that she's the one who sits in the cabinet and take the minutes of the decisions which help to run this country. That is the way in which the Unity Labour Party has made sure that we advance the cause of women. And I'm telling the women here, look at the difference. While we are lifting you up in this manner, what Friday do? Friday say, if you breathe, I go give you $500. You ever see a man disrespect woman generally so? You go breathe for $500? Hello? Hello? Eh? Girl, let me ask you this. You go breathe for $500? Listen, any man who come and tell you to breathe for $500, tell them they will keep their money and you go keep your honey and die with your dignity.
They're going mad, mad. All they try. They're going mad, mad. And it's looking bad. Well, I got no hate in my heart for them. I give them love and they feed me hate. My heart is clean and my mind is pure. So they can't understand why I can't go down. So they go in.
Trinidad. You're looking out to find something to do. You meet a boss man who promised to help you, but when the man laid down the condition, nothing else but humiliation. You want to see your whole anatomy. You want to see where your doctor never see. You want to do what your husband never do. Still you will know if these camps will hire you. Well, if it's all this humiliation, you get a job these days as a woman. Brother, they go keep their money, I go keep my honey and...
Thank you very much. What the Unity Labour Party does is to provide a good policy framework for the advancement of women in education, in health, in the economy, in jobs, in the professions. And when you have children, we support you. We support you, not in any way to degrade you. We support you to lift you up. So if you get pregnant for a man and the man walk away and you're in difficulty, we help you with cash, we help you with food, we help you with milk, and if you don't have anywhere to stay, we put you in a house and we rent the house for you. That is the way of labor.
We not leave it, we come around. Show me your hands. We not leave it, we come around. Get up on your hands. We not leave it, we come around. Show me your hands. We not leave it, we come around. Everybody sing. They don't have no behavior. That's why we voted for Labour. They don't have no behavior. We voted for man and Labour. They don't have no behavior. That's why
And then we come. Camilo is looking up something. I thought it was $35, but he tell me it's 30. You know how much? There's a woman who are mistaken and go to private doctor. But most women deliver the babies at the hospital. one of the hospitals over the country. Guess how much government charge you? Take a guess. How much government charge you for deliver a baby? You hear me? $30. $30. America, hear me, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, at the hospitals across the country, you deliver a baby and you only get charged $11 US.
We not leave it, we come right. Show me the red. We not leave it, we come right. Swing it up on your head. We not leave it, we come right. Show me the red. We not leave it, we come right. Everybody sing. They don't have no behavior. That's why we voted for Labour. They don't have no behavior. We voted for Madam Labour. They don't have no behavior. That's why we voted for Labour.
And hear me this. Hear me this. And when you stay in the hospital, when you're here, when you stay in the hospital, you get tea, breakfast, and dinner with all the caring, and all you have to pay is $10. And if you don't have the $10, we waive it. And if you have to buy any medicine and you don't got the money, we say medicine is free. Friday, wheel and come again. Wheel and come again. The women in St. Vincent and the Grenadines ain't going to breed for $500.
On the neighbor shouting, labor, labor, working for we. On the hills they blazing, labor, labor, working for we. Down the road they trotting, labor, labor, working for we. All the comrades waving, labor, labor, working for we. On the future, we only getting stronger. On the future, life is getting sweeter. We building bridge, we building port, we building international airport. Labor is working for we. Labor is working for we.
All that the NDP go hear from them is the $500 to invite you to breed for $500. And then the other favorite subjects are theirs. Gossipy. A whole set of grumpy old man and some woman who love gossip. And all they could talk about, who does have sex with who? That is anybody else's business other than the man and the woman who have sex in the bedroom? That is all they concerned about. That is the level of their own discussion about women. Now, I want to talk to you about women in politics. By the way, if you want to read in more detail about it, read a book written by me and published in 2019 called The Political Economy of the Labor Movement in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Nearly 400 pages. If you want to buy it, it's on Amazon. It's in the library in town. And I have a section on it on women in politics. And I trace the development of the relationship between women and men in society and the emergence in politics. Why so many women reluctant to go into politics. But if you notice, this election, we have three women running on the Unity Labour Party ticket. Three top of the line woman. Top of the line woman. You hear me? And don't care what you say. Don't care what you do. As Aretha Franklin say, you have to respect. You got to respect these women because they're high quality women.
Labor ladies, choosing a better way. Well, this one is for the ladies of labor.
You have Kishal Melissa Peters, a distinguished young lawyer. You have Grace Walters, who is a magnificent woman. And she has a PhD in nursing and nursing administration. And you have Chevron Stewart. Chevron Stewart in the Southern Grenadines. By the way, she bringing home the Southern Grenadines. I was down there in Byro and Union last night. She bringing it home. I tell the people of Union and of Myro, Son Mitchell is not on the ballot anymore, you know. Son Mitchell is not alive. And before he dead, he told me, he said, Ralph, Friday's a lazy man. Friday's a weak man. Friday's an indecisive man. He don't know himself, he's a fake. And he said that Terence Oliver is a complete and utter waste of time. That's what Son Mitchell tell me. You know when he tell me so? One day he called me. He said, Ralph, we have to talk man to man about certain things. I say, why? I don't know if he believe that his time was getting near. He said, you know, me and you belong to a club of two. I said, I don't understand that. He said, we are the only two men alive in the country who have been prime minister. I said, well, what about Eustace? He said, Eustace don't count. I give you that. He didn't get it. He didn't vote for, he didn't get elected for it. I give you that. So now, at the moment, by Son Mitchell definition, I'm in a club of one. And I could talk what Son Mitchell tell me. And he told me, why you think I use these words? Friday is lazy. He's weak. He's indecisive. And he's a fake. And Terence Oliver in the Southern Grenadines is a complete waste of time. Those are not my words. Those are Son Mitchell words. And I want you to bear those things in mind. Chevron Stewart is the chief radiographer in this country. She control all the X-ray and ultrasound and all them things. Everything to do with images in your body. She control those. You see the quality women we are bringing to the table? And when last election, no woman was elected into the parliament in the way we had Rennie before and Gerlin. You notice I advised the Governor General to appoint 4 senators. Did I have asked her to appoint a man? 4 women. I made 2 of them ministers. I made one of them a parliamentary secretary. And the other one, I invited the House to make her the deputy speaker. Showing you all the young children, girl children, you could aspire. You can be doctor, you can be lawyer. You can be a superintendent of police as you have right now. And I make sure that every time we select in police, I make sure that we have between 1/4 and 1/3 of the persons selected to enter the police force at any one time as women.
I'm voting, I'm voting, I'm voting, I'm not joking, I'm voting, yo! I'm voting Ralph and Labour, yes me and me neighbor, NDP them a joker, like a pack of card them a play poker, it's Ralph.
Now, I also want to tell you, of course, there are other senior positions I mentioned. I see a brother here who works at the community college. The director of the community college is a woman, a country woman. By the way, you notice too that while we have a number of women in senior positions who come from town, we have a lot of them who come from country. Before Ralph, you hardly had any woman from country. They ever put them in any position. They believe that country woman. They believe that working class women. They believe that women of all great ages and groups and classes and ethnicities, they believe they should be barefoot, ignorant, pregnant, and in the kitchen. That philosophy still is inside at the head of the NDP. I know I bring a perspective to our policies which you don't normally hear. But the Spirit moved me tonight to talk about this subject. And think about it. And women are more than half of the population of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And while some NDP man and woman talk, they talk. The comrade walk, they walk.
After this, them dead, dead. After this, them dead, them dead. After this, them dead. When the bell ring, the whole of them dead.
And I want to say this. You want a boat ride? Girl, where you you want to go Chateaubriand by boat? From where? On Saturday from where? From Tongue. All right. Camilo just telling me the boat can go from 6 o'clock. How many boats you can put on, Camilo? 1,000 people, 2 boats. We put them on, free boat ride. And we going to make it exciting to go from Kingston to Chateaubriand on Saturday at the North Star Rally.
Labour people, tell them this. Labour in you, Labour in you. Jump, Labour, wave, Labour. Labour in you, Labour in you. Jump, Labour, wave,
The Labour war machine, the electoral war machine of Labour is on the move. And Labour warriors, each of you must be in the vanguard.
Labour people, tell them this. Labour in you, Labour in you. Jump, Labour.
I want to mention 3 other things shortly. And then I had to leave to go to Byra. I want to go Byra. You know, before the election, they say that Ralph is overweight, that he's 79. He wouldn't be able to campaign like how he campaigned before, and that's a problem for the ULP. Well, you notice that since June the 4th, I lose over 50 pounds. And when you watch how I move, even though I may be old in my face, I'm young in my waist.
Lord, give us strength, never let I face, to live out the greater part of my days. Give us strength, Jah, give us strength, never let I face, no, to live out the greater part of my days. Give us strength, yeah.
No. When you listen to my Independence Day speech, and I want you to go back and listen to it, I made 14 announcements. Each of them deal with the cost of living, to ease matters for the women and for the men in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I said to Camilo today, I want, normally, you pay at the end of the month on the 27th and the 28th. I'm asking them if they could pay on the 25th and on the 26th. I wouldn't like people to get paid on the day when they go into the polls, because I want everybody to go to the polls. So I'm asking the people in the Ministry of Finance to organize it that way. And a lot of the goodies that I announced in the Independence Day speech to deal with cost of living and all kind of other things, you will see it come into fruition before the end of the month. And some by the middle of December for Christmas. Go ahead, DJ man.
All my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so
Election matters. Elections matter. Leadership matters. There is no way that the NDP can win this election. Not a way at all. And when you hear the counts coming out on the night, I want you to be on the streets in the victory mood, because some NDP people, when they lose again, they want to create confusion. But when the Labour warriors are on the move, they will be deflated. You hear me? And the comrade will be there with you. All my life, the good Lord has been faithful. In East St. George, vote Camilo. In West St. George, you vote Curtis. And in the Valley, you vote Jimmy Prince. Labour love. Labour working for you. On the future, as we go in 15 years' time towards achieving a first world status in life and living in production in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's a vision. That's a vision, comrade. You hear me? And every time I set a goal since 2001, every one of the goals, they have been achieved. And this one will also be achieved. I will lay the foundation and then let the younger ones finish the journey. Finish the journey. You hear me? I see that promised land. And I hope the good Lord keep me alive until I'm 94 to see it. But even though I don't see it here, I see it in my mind's eye. First world status for St. Vincent and the Grenadines in 15 years. On the future. Good night, comrades and friends. I'll have to leave you and go to Barra Hill.
Every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. You know I love your voice. Oh, you have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. You know I've known you as a father. You know I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God.
Sing it, Labour, sing it, sing it. All my life.
You have been faithful. All my life
You have been so, so good.
Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Ooh, yeah, your goodness. It's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now.
Oh, what a beautiful sight here in Belmont.
Oh, goodness is running out. Oh, no, 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 no.
And the people sing. The people sing.
Your goodness is running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything.
Allow the prime minister to pass, please.
It's running down.
Allow the political leader to pass.
All my life you have been faithful.
Oh, he has been faithful to all of us.
All my life you have been so,
Oh,
so
so
good. Every
good.
breath that I am able, I will sing
And the goodness.
of God. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I
In all our lives, he has been faithful. And Labour has been faithful to you too. Labour has been faithful to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
All my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. Yeah.
In every breath.
That I made.
Oh, we will sing of the goodness of God.
You know I love your voice.
Thank you, Donovan. We are being visited by a monitor from the National Monitoring and Consultative Mechanism, arm of the Christian Council, to ensure that there is a code of conduct. But we don't have a problem with that here, because the ULP has always maintained the code of conduct and conduct our meetings with decency and with dignity. We ain't burning down nobody thing. We ain't bothering with that. We ain't thing. You notice we have stopped that a long time ago when we said we ain't going and paint no thing. We ain't painting no road and we ain't painting no wall and all of that. And you know what I mean? We will come here and we will give you the facts. And we will tell you about the policies and the programs of the Unity Labour Party and what would be there to enhance your lives. The Prime Minister just give us it good, particularly about the women. Unlike the NDP, where they had one of the operatives who had some very derogatory thing to say about women. As a matter of fact, he had a live and saying some disgusting things, but we ain't gonna go there. We will show you what the ULP thinks about women. And I will bring Comrade Kisal Peters from the constituency of West Kingston to come and address you. Listen to women of substance. Listen to women of substance.
In the midst of all my problems, in the bigger than all my problems, bigger than all my fears, God is bigger than any mountain that I can and cannot see. Bigger than all my trials, bigger than anything, God is bigger than any mountain that I can and cannot see. So when I
To make a little ounce on PU 642. That's what it is. PU 642. You're blocking somebody. Please move your vehicle.
bigger than all my problems,
Comrades of Labour! Comrades of Labour! When you knock on your neighbor door, you hearing? Me and hear that crowd over there. Every time you knock on your neighbor door, you hearing? All right. Let me see who could do better. That crowd over there, so it's real people they here tonight, boy. That crowd over there. Every time I knock on my neighbor door, I hearing. All right. Good night, comrades of Labour. I am very happy to be here tonight at Belmont Lookout with my brothers Curtis, Jimmy, and Camilo. And I bring you warm greetings from the constituency of West Kingston. And I am here with one message tonight, comrades. I am here to tell you that labor is working for you.
Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks.
Comrades, labor is working for you. Labor is working for your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren not yet born. And we have invited you, and we are encouraging you to own the future of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Labor is working. Comrades, I stand here as a representation that labor is working for poor people, Pitney. I didn't come from a privileged home with gold spoon or silver spoon in my mouth. But because of the policies of the Unity Labour Party, a child like me was given the opportunity to pursue my dreams to become a lawyer. And I knew at some point I will be called upon to serve in a higher capacity. And I am up for the challenge. And I invite all the young people who are listening to the sound of my voice to step forward and own your future.
Only future, we only get stronger.
Comrades, the Unity Labour Party is working because we love people and we want to see this country go to higher heights. But as a party and as an organization, we are working because we are also guided by principles. And comrades, I have with me tonight the constitution and bylaws of the Unity Labour Party. And this constitution and the bylaws, they govern how we as a party are supposed to operate. And I want us to take a look at some of the aims and objectives of the Unity Labour Party. Objective number 1, the defense of national independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So when you hear we are opposed to the selling of our patrimony and our passport, it is grounded in principle of the Unity Labour Party. The Unity Labour Party is the last line of defense for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because if the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines make the mistake and give the new Democratic Party the reins of leadership of this country, they will sell out everything. They will sell out citizenship. They will sell out passports. They will sell out the lands we have left. They will sell out our people. They will sell the future of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning.
Comrades, we have to keep the fire burning.
Keep the fire
We
burning.
cannot allow the NDP.
But with your vote on election day.
We cannot allow the NDP to sell out this country. So when you hear us defending St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we do so on a matter of principle. That is the way of the Unity Labour Party.
Keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning. But with your vote on election day.
Comrades, another aim and objective is the building of a society in accordance with the principles of participatory democracy, basic human rights as enshrined in the Constitution of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Free institutions, social justice, equality before the law, and human dignity. And I want to touch a bit on that aspect of human dignity. Comrades, the Prime Minister just spoke about the manner in which we have gone about our business as a political party and as a government to bring dignity to people, to empower people from the poor and the working class, where you have children from all walks of life across every length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines attaining higher education, and in the process of attaining higher education, becoming professionals. And I say to the young people all the time, we are a representation of the wildest dreams of our ancestors. Comrades, the Unity Labour Party is working, and our work is grounded in principle.
Keep them out, keep them out. They ain't have no plan, keep them in the opposition.
Another aim and objective is the development of people's talents and skills to the fullest extent possible through training and education. Well, we've been talking about it all night, but I want to go a bit further. Not just the formal education. Under this administration, we have improved access to technical, vocational training and education across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we have given our young people the opportunity to learn a skill or enhance the skills that they already have.
Phenomenal, I'm phenomenal, I'm phenomenal.
Comrades, when the certificates are issued to our young people and the people who participate in these programs, you could go anywhere in CARICOM and get a job because you are qualified. That is the way of the Unity Labour Party, to harness the skills of our people and to put them to good use, because we know that the devil likes to find time for idle hands. And although there are some, and they are in the minority, there are many of them with idle hands. But we have to stomp out that. And we are dealing with that. But the majority of our young people want to better themselves. And under the Unity Labour Party, they have the opportunity to do so with all the programs we have available in this country.
Keep the fire burning, keep the fire burning, burn down with your vote.
From the north of the country to the southern Grenadines, we are giving young people that opportunity to harness their skills. For those who are in the creative sector, we send them to universities. People like Rodney is an example. Listen, we love our young people and we want to see them go to higher heights. I love you too.
Right now my country making progress, which means the leader is very blessed.
Comrades, when I look at the other side, I want to know when it comes to the protection of those who are vulnerable. And the Prime Minister touched on it. And as he was talking, I said, but wait now. PM talking everything I plan to talk. But great minds think alike. On the issue of domestic violence, and this is a matter that is very much in my consciousness, because before I stepped into the political arena as a lawyer, one of my main areas of practice was family law. And I've seen and heard the stories. I've seen the images of domestic violence. And while I was practicing, when I saw that this administration passed the Domestic Violence Act of 2015, as a lawyer, I felt good. Because it is an all-encompassing law. And it empowers victims of domestic violence to get their lives in order, to get the necessary help that they need. And Camilla, when I traveled as foreign minister, and I remember I was presenting at a conference. Do you know that we had the most advanced domestic violence legislation in the Eastern Caribbean? Because what the NDP likes to do, they like to compare. So let me tell you, when I went to the United Nations Human Rights Council and I presented the case as it relates to all that we have done for the upliftment of people and their human rights, we received the highest commendations as it relates to the Domestic Violence Act. And if there is any woman here who is suffering as a result of domestic violence, do not be afraid to reach out to the Ministry of National Mobilization. Do not be afraid to reach out to me. There are warriors like myself who will fight for you.
Girl, stand up tall. Girl, nobody ball.
Comrades, we also passed the cybercrime bill. And a lot of people, all they concentrated on is, oh, the government is trying to limit speech. We can't put nothing on social media. We are a democratic country. But even democracy has limits, because you can't go online and disrespect people and defame people, because there are laws for that. But one of the things we ensured to put in the cybercrime bill was to make it an offense to share any images of persons in their private time. You know what I'm talking about. All of we beg and have sense. And we have some of the stiffest penalties across the Caribbean as it relates to revenge porn. That is what they call it. Comrades, labor is working because our work is grounded in principle. So just imagine when I saw this, I don't even know what to call it. Maybe another pledge, I don't know. That you offering women $500 to have baby. That is what the NDP wants to offer women. That is all you see young women for. We have a number of programs, initiatives, opportunities to uplift the women of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
No make no man beat you down. Don't do it,
listen,
girl.
Who want to make baby, well make baby, but they sure as hell not going to make baby to get $500.
No make no man beat you down. Don't do it, girl. Better you leave.
Comrades, I attended the girls' high school. And a lot is said about the girls' high school. But I want to tell you this. The majority of girls who attend the girls' high school is poor people picnic from all over St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And when I look at my friends where we started, we came from humble beginnings. And now I see my friends occupying spaces and positions. I can't help but feel proud. And it doesn't just limit to the girls' high school. It goes to all the secondary schools across this country. I am very proud to see where our young women where we came from, where we are, and where we are going into the future. Because the future is ours, and we are going to own it.
Oh Lord, when we look at where we're coming from and where we are today, yes, we gotta say thank you, and Lord, and if you promise to deliver us, guide us in every way.
Comrades, one of our aims and objectives, and this one is very important, is the active pursuit in conjunction with the international community of a just international order and lasting peace internationally. As the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, and let me repeat that, as the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, as the first female Foreign Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines under the Unity Labour Party, I am proud of our position on the international stage. The Unity Labour Party, we do not play, we don't bow, we are not timid as it relates to putting our positions forward on the international stage. And on the regional stage, I want all of you to pay attention. Pay attention to what is happening in the region now. Our neighbors in the north, our neighbors in the south, there are tensions around us. We took part in peaceful negotiations when our friends Venezuela and Guyana had their issue. And this took place right here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines at Argyle International Airport. And we were able to subside the tensions. But we see tensions rising again. And comrades, in times like these, we need strong leadership. I trust Prime Minister Gonzalez and the Unity Labour Party government to lead us into whatever the future may hold as these tensions arise.
We not leave it, we come right. Show me the reason. We not leave it, we come right.
At no time will we ever be afraid to articulate our position on the regional or the international stage. But can you imagine Godwin Friday as Prime Minister in times like these? The man who is like a piece of paper blowing in the wind. If the wind blow him so, he gone so. If it blow him so, he gone so. If it blow it up, he gone up there. If it blow him down, he gone down there. He is not a leader. He pretends to be a leader, but he is a pretentious leader being led.
We not leave it, we come right. Show me the reason. We not leave it, we come right.
I say it unequivocally here. I do not trust him to lead us into the future. Comrades, I invite you tonight to own your future. If not for you, do it for your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren not yet born. Our country depends on you. The future of our country depends on you. And when election day comes, I want you to go out to the polls and vote overwhelmingly for the Unity Labour Party. And you have to make sure that the young people are registered. We have a special period of registration going on now. Check your ID, and not just the young people, even your own. Check it and make sure it's not expired. Get people registered and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that Labour winning again. These men behind me here, I regard them as brothers. And when I tell you that, we tease one another as if we are brothers and sisters. And I encourage you as you are here tonight in your numbers to vote for Curtis King, vote for St. Clair Jimmy Prince, and and my brother Camelo. Labor is strong, and we have to own the future. Comrades of Labor, may God continue to bless the Unity Labour Party, and may God continue to bless St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Thank you, comrades, and good night.
Coming in stronger than ever. We're coming in stronger than ever. Yeah, I said, in a row, everybody start jumping to Labour, to Labour, to Labour, to Labour army, to Labour, to Labour, to Labour army. It's a nation of red, 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 red. I'm a tummy and a red.
Yes. You hear, woman of Labor? You hear, woman of Labor? Thank you, Comrade Kisal. The only way I could respond to that is just to say Labor.
Coming in stronger than ever. We're coming in stronger than ever. Yeah, I said, in a row, everybody start jumping to Labour, to Labour, to Labour, to Labour army, to Labour, to Labour, to Labour army. It's a nation of red, 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 red.
Comrades, as Labor continue rolling, tomorrow, Friday, November 7th, we will be at Langley Park. Langley Park, Mount Bentic tomorrow at 7. And we will also be at Dorchester Hill by Marlon Car Shop tomorrow, Friday. And then Saturday, I'll now telling me that we're in Lomans tomorrow too. By the post office, huh? Old post office. Old post office in Lomans tomorrow too. So we have 3 meetings tomorrow night. We go stretch them. 3 meetings tomorrow night.
Stronger than ever. In a row, everybody start jumping to Labour, to Labour, to Labour, to Labour army, to Labour, to Labour, to Labour army. It's a nation of red.
And then Richland Park, Red Lime tomorrow too. So wherever you are, thing happening. Yeah, Labor is working, thing happening.
Labor people, tell them this. Labor, you know.
And then Saturday we going Chateau Saturday. We going Chateau. And I hear they say we putting on 2 boats from Kingston. 1,000 people. 1,000 people. We going to shake North Labor.
Labor people, tell them this. Labor, you know. Joe.
And let me tell you what happened in Chateau. I want to tell you what happened in Chateau. Besides our speakers, we're going to have Lola and Rallo. We're going to have James D.P. We're going to have Fireman Hooper. And we're going to have Problem Child. And I'm going to tell you what else.
Baddest boy. We born bad and brave, but if it's one thing, afraid horn bad, afraid horn. Me, afraid but,
Afraid horn bad.
Afraid horn
The NDP getting it. They're getting it. They're getting it. And then Sunday we go in Bayaboo. We're going to nicer Bayaboo Sunday. But we go and listen to Christopher Martin on Sunday. Bayaboo. We go to Christopher Martin Sunday.
Ask anybody, boy. I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Very, very, very important. For real. This has nothing to do with money or fame or vanity. This one is all about self-worth. So big up your chest and stand proud and don't matter about no more than the man. So whether you walk or you a drive car, I tell if you're white or black like tar, me feel good in yourself, you're a star. Push up on no one and tell all the haters I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. I'm a big tell you, yeah, we're kinda important. Okay. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. Believe me, my friends are some big deals. Okay. Very, very, very important. Who are very? For real.
All right. Thank you. DJ, oh Lord, look at Belmont tonight. Those of you who are online, you're seeing it. Those who are on radio, you know something nice happening. There's a big deal. A big deal in Belmont. Labor is a big deal.
You are made for a money man, but if you can't love me now, don't love me later. When my later is much greater, it only proves that you love the paper, my paper. If you can't love me now, don't love me later. When my later is much greater, come in and want no impersonator
for my paper. All right. Comrade Curtis King. Comrade Curtis King of Western George. Oh, Western George. Who here from Western George? Labor.
Well, the years have come and the years have gone. Still the Son of Man keeps a trotting on.
Johnny,
yeah, from innocence to experience, from dependence to independence.
Johnny, you know when I come here? It's to talk about the magnificent Johnny. The magnificent Johnny. That this great party has started and is continuing. As we transform St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the better. Yes, man, Johnny.
And I never get weary. Journey.
Show them what we have up there, man.
Still I never get
Frighten them.
never get weary. I was captured on the banks of the river Nile, carried far behind the seven seas. Journey on. So I left my home in the morning. I wanna go home in the
We have to continue this journey. And come the 27th of November, you have to go now. You have to go there to the polls very early
never get weary.
and vote solidly. The Unity Labour Party to ensure that we continue this magnificent journey.
Like the sun and sea, like wind blowing free. I've got to be
Comrades of labor. Comrades of labor. Comrades of labor. Yes, man.
My neighbor, voting for labor. Me and my neighbor, voting for labor.
Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. All right, me and my neighbor.
Yes, comrades. Tonight, we and our neighbors are here because we are voting labor. We have voted labor in the past.
Voting for labor. Me and my neighbor, voting for labor.
Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. All right, me and my neighbor.
Me and my neighbor,
Voting for labor.
voting for labor.
Me and my neighbor.
Me and my neighbor.
Voting for labor.
Yes, comrades. So I want to say a pleasant good night. First, to my neighbors in MARRIAQUA. Let me hear it for the MARRIAQUA neighbors here tonight.
Me and my neighbor, voting for labor. Me and my neighbor, voting for labor.
Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger.
Good night to our neighbors, brothers and sisters from East St. George. Let me hear it for East St. George.
Voting for labor. Me and my neighbor, voting for labor.
Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger.
And I say, good night to the wonderful people of West St. George. Let me hear it for West St. George.
Voting for labor. Me and my neighbor, voting for labor.
Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. All right, me and my neighbor.
Me and my neighbor.
All right, allow the vehicle to pass. Allow the vehicle to pass. Thank you. Yes, comrades. I can feel the energy. I sense the spirit. And I know the other side getting frightened. Because we are on a mission to take a 6th consecutive term in office. And guess what? This victory is not going to be for Ralph Gonsalves. It's not going to be for the members of cabinet. This victory is going to be for you, the people who will be owning your future come the 27th of November.
When you gonna learn, NDP? When you gonna learn? When people don't own and losers? When you gonna learn? When you gonna learn, such man? When you gonna learn? You're going to be in that position another term.
Yes, comrades. We always have to remind your people so that you could have it in your system. So when they come, you can defend your great party. You can defend your great leadership. Because when you listen to them, they come with a whole set of gimmicks. Every time you go on the internet, something new. But then you have to wonder if they're serious. Because in all the nonsense that they say, you cannot put all of them together and recognize a cohesive plan for the development of the country. There's only one party with a cohesive plan. There's only one party that has articulated a clear plan for the development of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is the Unity Labour Party.
We rolling with ULP. Marvin, yo, somebody better tell the other side I just want them. Because we reach young day.
And let me say this up front. We have said to you, our people, after sitting down with you, after assessing where we are and where we were back then in 2001, And we came up with a vision and a plan to achieve that vision. And we have walked together from since then. And we are at this point, and we can't afford to turn back now. There's too much at stake. We can't afford to turn back now.
My God, and they no bad like me. And them a go and they no mad like me. My God, and they no mad like me. And them a chat, they no mad like me. Certain boy, they no mad.
I want to remind you that back in 2001, it used to be said that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we are the third poorest in the Western Hemisphere, not in the Caribbean, you know, in the Western Hemisphere. They used to say only two countries behind of us, Haiti and Guyana. But comrades, after working diligently, after working stronger and harder together, comrades, today, we are being seen in the Caribbean as one of the fastest growing economy. And the figures are there to prove it.
Anthem. Never you give up in a life. Never you give up in a life. Give up on people.
You can't afford to give up. And I will tell you something else. Unlike them that talk all the time about their wonderful good old days, when they had economic growth every year, so they say, and when they claim that they had surplus, the country was still being seen as the third poorest. But with our efforts, you see how we have progressed. Today, we are no longer the laughing stock in the Caribbean. We are ahead of all the other Windward Islands. And we are on the verge of becoming a first world country in terms of the quality of life of our citizens. Now, I want to put it this way. Very early, we said to you that the challenges that we face are challenges because of the type of society and the type of economy we inherited from our colonial masters. So we identified very early the strategies that we had to put in place to turn that around. And we identified, look, the importance of education, the importance of health, the importance of providing decent shelters for our citizens, the importance of putting in place proper infrastructure for our country. And we embark on a program to achieve those. So much so now that education is something that everyone in our society look forward to. This is not the time when you used to go to primary school and you had no thoughts about going on to secondary school because, one, it was virtually impossible because only 4 out of 10 were going to be successful at the common entrance. Or your parents and guardians had very little resources to send you to school. And I would go further and say, like I always say, growing up in my community, going to the clinics, every 2 weeks they had a doctor. He neither look like you, nor speak like you. And when he write some scratch things so you couldn't understand what he wrote. And you couldn't ask him what he wrote either because you might not understand what he said. So I'm saying that all of that has changed because whenever you go to the doctor now, you recognize the person because might be your neighbor's daughter, might be your neighbor's son. People from among us. poor people's children, all because they were afforded an education.
You are so special.
And I want to talk also about the shelter because that is important too. And I could tell you, I know how it goes. For a lot of persons living in and around West St. George in those early days, the houses were dilapidated. There's only a few wall houses you used to have. But with the policies of this government, we have seen persons building wonderful and beautiful houses. You don't have to go Cane Garden. You don't have to go Queens Drive. Like what you used to have to do. Now, houses are wonderfully built all over.
Come we go mash them down and loose. All them are rinse and a brown. Stop them blacks will have to move. Come we go mash them down, can't lose. Oh, deal with them.
And we talk all the time about the important infrastructure that we have to put in place so that we could generate economic activities, airports and so on. But I want to come basic and talk about roads, because persons talk all the time about the roads without recognizing the great efforts being made by this Unity Labour Party to enhance the roads in this country by broadening them, widening them, and creating better roadways for our country.
Simplicity we used to survive, men find it difficult.
But I say all these things because I want you to understand, when I zoom home now to West St. George, that everything that I spoke about, we can talk about the benefits of these things in West St. George. First, I want to say to you, as I did 5 years ago, that what you have in West St. George, imagine, is a city at the southern end. Now we are talking about the modern city that would be placed there. We have already done the designs and shared it with you. But we know for a long time now, we have seen, because of the progressive policies of this government, where in that southern part of West St. George, going all up into Fountain, you're seeing businesses establishing. You know, we have all the utilities in West St. George. Huh? We have supermarkets, you have gas stations, you have everything. So much so that you don't have to go into Kingston to do business.
Life's too sad, oh, so me no worry. My life's too happy. No matter
that
what
is
them
not
say.
by accident. That is because we have articulated a vision and we have designed a program. We have designed a strategy to bring it about. I want also to point out to you, even though I say West St. George, we can talk about the whole southern part of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, going all into Villa, where you see so many developments happening. And right behind us in MARRIAQUA, we have one of the major food baskets in our country. But I'm coming back to West St. George, because what is important here is that what we are seeing in West St. George is one of the fastest growing economy in terms of activities that will generate monies for people. Secondly, we are seeing perhaps the fastest growing population because persons are coming into West St. George to establish settlement. That is why we have so many apartments in addition to private homes being built in West St. George, because persons are attracted because of the economic activities.
Hit them for six. Hit them for six. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for six.
And I'm saying, when we move from that southern part of West St. George and we get into the northern part of the constituency. Like all up here, Belmont, we see great potential for the development of our tourism product. Not just on this lookout, but we have Airy Hill. We have at the end of Airy Hill an area that I have identified for another lookout. We call it Ponsonby Hill. It has one of the loveliest views, either north or southward. And I'm saying that all of these things we must put in place. We talk about homes for persons. Let me say this to you. We have seen and have identified housing as a major aspect of our program. Why? Because although we talk about the wonderful houses being built, we recognize that there are pockets of persons, pockets where persons are challenged and need help to build homes. And one of the best parts of this project is the fact that this government has embarked on a program where we are seeking to build houses free. These are no income houses. No income to you, because you don't have to pay a cent for these houses.
Everybody voting, Labour all the way. Lord, I am a Labour man.
And we have identified mainly persons with children, especially females. And of course, the elderly. And I can tell you, some of these projects, I take so much pride in visiting them to see that they come to fruition. Why? Because in some cases, you have, and I could give you this case, an elderly man and an elderly woman. The man over 70-something years of age. And we are building a house for them. Very important. And then at the other extreme, you have a young lady. I taught her at West St. George Secondary School. She has 6 children. But we have said we are not going to allow her to go on the street. She did well at school, and we would give her that support.
I know Jaja bless me, no wicked heart can't test me, no matter what they try.
Now, I deliberately went about it that way because I want to demonstrate to you that this party, the Unity Labour Party, is a party of love. And this party is not one that will come up with some scatter shots every Monday morning, all with the intention of winning an election. Now let me say something to you. I've been saying it all the time. And I would identify just 2 of them tonight. 1, everything about the Unity Labour Party is about developing St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the benefit of its people.
Never let go. I never let go. God will never let me down.
So when we embark on the revolution, who benefiting? People. When we build the airport, who benefiting? People. And when we enhance the sporting facilities, who benefiting? People. And this one is very important to you. Because while you recognize that what we are doing is for your own development, this one you could get tricked if you don't pay attention. This one I'm going to tell you about. You see, there's a major difference between the Unity Labour Party and the NDP. The Unity Labour Party is using its leadership capacity to the benefit of the next generation, to the benefit of the people. But the guys on the other side, They are using their leadership capacity to make deals with people that we don't know. People who want to control St. Vincent and the Grenadines, like back in the good old days, as they call them. So what you find happening? Some fellas who have been back in the NDP with finance from long time ago, because they want the NDP to get in office so that they could sell out our passport. They could sell out our patrimony. But after 25 years, these people are broke. They want back the money. And so the NDP is put under a lot of pressure. But guess what? These foreign operatives, what they're doing, they are pouring a lot of money into the NDP, hoping that they could hook wing our people and so convince our people to vote against their best interest. That is the Unity Labour Party.
Never lost my way, never turned fool when I reach at the crossroad. Never lost my way.
But it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen because I know, you know, that this Unity Labour Party is the only one with the genuine interest of our country at heart.
Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor.
So that is why we are encouraging you to make sure that you vote solidly for the Unity Labour Party. And I know the night is long, but I ain't going to leave here before I say some things to you. This now having to do with what you have to do come the 27th of November. I have said over and over again, we love when you turn out in your numbers. We are happy to see you. We are happy with the energy that you display. We are happy because we sense that spirit. We sense that confidence that you are going to stick with Labour and stick with the development of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. However, the only how you are going to ensure that our development continue in a positive way is if you go out and vote on the 27th.
Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour.
So it's nice to wine and dance and enjoy yourself. But it ain't going to mean nothing if you ain't go out and vote on the 27th.
Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. All right.
And you could put on your red and say you're red and ready. But it ain't going to mean nothing if you ain't convince your neighbor to turn out to the polls on the 27th of November. So we all have work to do because we are all in this together. So remember, every candidate of the Unity Labour Party is a candidate of substance. And you have to vote them. Look, you have a collection of individuals on the other side. These guys have no common philosophy. I don't even know if they have a common belief. Because one will tell you X and the other one tell you Y. In this Unity Labour Party, it's different. I make the boast all the time that I teach Luke Brown, he running. I teach Rody and John, he running. I teach Orlando Brewster, he running. I have known Jimmy Prince, it look like all my life. We worked together for a long time. Frederick Stevens, so the same, even though he is bowing out now. The comrade has been a leader, a political leader in this country for a long time. And although I was a schoolboy, I still applied to join the UPM as it was called back then, that the comrade was leading. In other words, I'm trying to show that we all have a common political philosophy. So it is easy for us to work together. But the other guys, They don't. So that is why, for example, one would tell you poor relief what? Too many persons and the poor relief. We're going to cut it out. And the other one will tell you we are going to increase poor relief. Two of them from the same party. You know. More than dotish. And not only that, we don't bring it down to that disrespectful level of talking about poor relief. We talk about public assistance. Because we see the dignity in our people. And we recognize that for a particular time in their lives, it might be difficult and they might be experiencing difficult circumstances, but we can assist them. So it's public assistance.
Teach me, teacher. Teach I and I am a teacher. Teach me, teacher. Teach I and I am a teacher.
And comrades, I'm repeating. The 27th of November is going to be a crucial day in our history. I don't want to hear we don't win already. That's what I'm saying. We only win when the votes don't count. So I'm saying to you, it's going to be a crucial day. But yeah, if you remember anything else, remember this. Comrades, it is absolutely important that you go out, you cast your votes, you wait for the results, and when you hear the results, which I am confident will be in favor of the Unity Labour Party, you come out and celebrate. You come out and celebrate. And then, after the celebration, we start to put our heads and shoulders together again to continue this magnificent journey aimed at developing. Comrades are going to be very short tonight. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
It's for labor, for who? Labor. Everybody, mother.
Thank you, Comrade Curtis. Thank you, Comrade Curtis. It's labor all the time. Yeah. We know that the night is long and we ain't really sticking. I'm going to call the comrade who is going to pass some licks in East St. George. In East St. George. Come talk to Talk to your people, man. Talk to your people.
Comrades, supporting NDP is like getting hard. Let me see who supported Labour since they born. Cause 2001, we win election. 2005, lashed inside the backside. 2010, we beat them again. 2015, 20, 25 next again. We not leave we come.
Comrades and friends, warriors of labor, lions and lionesses of the Unity Labour Party, The battalion from MARRIAQUA, big up yourself. The battalion from West St. George, big up yourself. And the massive army from East St. George, big up yourself.
We not leave where we come right. Show me the red. We not leave where we come right. Get up on your head. We not leave where we come right. Show me the red. We not leave where we come right. Everybody sing. They don't have no behavior. That's why we voted for Labour. They don't have no behavior. We voted for
Comrades, I am moved by the massive crowd at the Belmont lookout tonight. And I am grateful to each and every one of you for coming out tonight to show your support for the Unity Labour Party. The Prime Minister came here earlier and he stood on this mountaintop and he said he stood on the mountaintop and he can see the promised land. And he said he might not get there with us when we achieve First World Nations, but he has been to the mountaintop and he has seen the promised land. And we are the soldiers of Labour who will take St. Vincent and the Grenadines forward to that land.
Coming in stronger than ever. We're coming in stronger than ever. Everybody start jumping to Labour.
Comrades, before I ever come to the mic, whenever I speak, I make a silent prayer. I say that I hope that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart will be acceptable. And I want to speak to you not long, but seriously, before we continue with our celebration tonight. The longer this campaign goes on, the more the New Democratic Party exposes itself as a party that does not have the interest of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines at heart.
Coming in stronger than ever. We're coming in stronger than ever.
Every day they come to you with a new promise. And every promise is more insulting than the promise before. They come in like when a pretty girl is by the club and a man say, you want a drink? I buy you a drink, you know. You want a next drink? And he feel because he buy you a drink, he feel well everything is his. Or it's like when you have your good man and you're there with your man and the Hana man start to sniff around your back door. And he start to say, baby, I give you anything you want, baby. I give you the sun, the moon, the stars, everything you want. But the more you watch him, you know he lie. The more you watch him, you know he want you to left your good man because he wants something where you got. But the Hana man can't fool the Labour people.
All Labour people, I want you to sing. Sing with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm in Labour X. I make them vex. I'm in Labour X. I make them vex. I make them vex. I'm in Labour X. I go make them vex. Hey, yo, yo.
The New Democratic Party is showing you their thinking. It's showing you their philosophy. And I want you to pay attention to what they are telling you. They are telling you that they want to sell off everything in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Liquor come, the brand new hospitality even finished bill yet. Down in Annesville, you see the beautiful building we're building. Liquor say you want to sell it off already. He said so. And he said he wants to privatize healthcare. Let me explain to you what that means. When your foot hurting you, and you go down by the hospital, or your back hurting you, or you step on a nail, or your kidney hurting you, or you have a problem, and you go to the doctor and you say, doctor, I have a problem. The doctor going to say, wait, before you tell me your problem, show me your bank account. Show me how much money you have. And if you don't have the right money, you're in the wrong place. That is what the NDP is saying. The first thing they're saying, they want to sell off your health care.
Oh, Father God, guide me from the bad mind people.
From all of those bad mind people.
Want them way I promise evil.
And they tell you that they want to sell off your passport. And when they sell it off, it is not for your benefit, it is for their benefit. Because they know that when they sell it off, it's going to be harder to get a visa. It's going to be harder to send money home by Western Union and MoneyGram. You're going to find your country name on a blacklist. It's going to be harder for international companies to move money down here. And every time you tell them that, they say, so what? No, no, it's all right, it's all right.
I don't just run. I don't.
Let them chew, let them chew, let them chew, let them chew. It's all right, it's all right. Let them chew, let them chew, let them chew. Let them chew, it's all right, it's all right. They want to sell off your health care. They want to sell off your passport. They see our friendship with Taiwan, who has helped us to do so many things. They want to sell out Taiwan to the Chinese. And now they reach a new low. They want you, women, to sell yourself for $500.
I don't just run. I don't just family. I am chosen.
You see, after they sell off the health care, and they sell off the passport, and they sell out Taiwan, they figure, well, you must want to sell all yourselves too. So they want to sell themselves out.
Hurt the heart, but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting in the Almighty more and more. Me no under no devil control. God does me guide when me a play life role.
What can $500 buy for a woman with a brand new baby? After you buy 2 diapers, after you buy 2 baby formula, the money done, and NDP done gone left you. The NDP does not care about you. They want to trick and mama guy you. And the longer they campaign, the longer they show their true colors. The New Democratic Party does not respect you. That is why they insult your intelligence with these kind of mama guy offers. They're disrespectful. But this party, this Unity Labour Party, is the party of love and caring and compassion for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Hit over 6. Hit over 6. This time is plenty.
If this was the daytime, and you just look over this bank right here, you would see a house being built. And the house is being built by the Unity Labour Party for somebody whose house blew away during Hurricane Beryl. And that one house alone is more than the $500 they would have fling all you and tell all you about your business. And all across St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we are building houses for people who have been affected by Beryl and people don't have a good house. And I know that there are people who are still waiting for the Labour Party to build a house, because we can't build all one time, but we will build them. The NDP reached $500 to breed you, and they ain't talk nothing about housing yet in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Oh, we ain't giving up, no. We put up a fight, we got to be ready.
They reached $500 to breed, and they can't say one thing yet about building a house for people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the reason they can't tell you is because for 17 years, they never built one house in St. Vincent and the Grenadines for nobody. So they can't come and tell you now, yes, we have more to build. Yes, we have more to help with. But we have done many, And we will do more. And they have never done a single house for a single Vincentian. We love you, bad. We love you, bad. And they reach $500 to breed. But they ain't tell you what they would do with your education. And they reach $500 to breed. And they won't tell you if they will give school children laptops for free, like how we give school children laptops for free. And they reach $500 to breed, but they won't tell you about the clinics and the hospital that they want to build. They are insulting you, and they are disrespecting you. And you have to send them a message that in the year 2025, Vincentian people gone past them kind of stupidness there.
Zero me I come from, but look for me now.
Look for we know.
Look for me now.
Play the popcorn, man. Play the popcorn.
I know me I come from, but look for me now. Look for me now. Look for me now. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. In this dangerous time, the most dangerous thing you can do is vote for the New Democratic Party. In this dangerous time, the most dangerous thing you can do is vote for the New Democratic Party. Let me tell you something. In the entire Caribbean, start up in the Bahamas, come to Jamaica, go to Antigua, come down to St. Lucia, Dominica, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, wherever you go, Suriname, Belize, anywhere you look, the New Democratic Party is the oldest, least experienced party anywhere in the Caribbean. It's a whole set of old people, but none of them don't know the job that they're applying for. Ask yourself, think of the party in your head, and tell me which one of them ever spent one day in the governance of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Friday, never spent a day governing St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Leacock, never spent a day governing St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Cummins, never spent a day governing St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The old man we're running against Darren never spent a day governing St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Ask them how to pay salary when mountain. They don't know. Ask them how to negotiate with the World Bank and the European Union. They don't know. Ask them how to get loans to uplift people. They don't know. Ask them where the bathroom there in the Prime Minister office. They don't know. All year when I was sitting here, there were two little boys who were sitting there with me, a 7-year-old and an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old. Those two little boys and the little girl will come up pay harmony have the same amount of experience as the entire New Democratic Party.
Ride on, Labour, ride on.
It's better all you find out them two youth man name and write them on the ballot and mark your X for them. More than vote for Friday and Cummins and Leacock. Because at least, even though they don't have no experience, they're young, they're willing to learn, and they have some energy.
Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour.
Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me
Democratic Party is too dangerous to vote for right now. They want to sell off everything because all they want to do is make a quick buck. They want to sell off everything, not only including yourself for $500. They want to sell off something even more personal. They want to sell off your future. They do not care what becomes of you in the future. What they care about is making money and getting votes. But this government has proven that it is your friend through thick and thin. And when hurricane blow and when Soufre explode, this government has said that a friend in need, is a friend indeed.
Real thugs never forget the dumb plan or where we come from. Yeah. Real thugs never worry about pagan.
We don't worry.
Some say we not live long. The other say a judgment road. Live my next set. Say me sell my soul to Satan. God bless me for shame, but mine with it song.
You hear what Papi say? He not sell his soul to Satan. You hear what he say? He will not sell his soul to Satan. The New Democratic Party wants you to sell your soul and sell your future. How many people here? And I'm talking to those who've been voting now since 2001. I want you to educate. I want you to educate the younger ones in the crowd now. In 2001, the New Democratic Party lost the election because they were pushing something called the Greedy Bill. The older ones will remember this. And the Greedy Bill was something where they were trying to give themselves a razor pay over the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And when people were catching the nene, the New Democratic Party said the most important thing we have to do is give ourselves a razor pay. And they got voted out of office for that. And now, in 2025, Sinclair Leacock is coming before you again to say that the fundamental problem facing St. Vincent and the Grenadines is politicians must get more money. They lose in 2001 with the Greedy Bill, and they don't tell you that they're coming back if they ever get re-elected with another Greedy Bill. They have told you that what they want is money for themselves, nothing for you. But we will never let that happen again. Because we are not so stupid as to not learn from our past. And I want to ask the older ones again this. How many of you remember something named Senior 1 and Senior 2 and Senior 3? How many of you remember when your entire future was determined for you by the age of 11? Because after you take the common entrance exam back in those days, if you ain't get a good 11-year-old child, you know, school livings, if you ain't get a good pass, so that is the end of your future. All your future opportunities are gone. And I know a lot of very intelligent little boys and little girls whose future was cut off because there was no opportunity for them to go to secondary school. Senior 1, Senior 2, Senior 3. That is what they came with. And then after that, go home. And all the opportunities are curtailed. You had 2 opportunities, go home or go away. And try a thing overseas. And in the end, the New Democratic Party said, when they were asked, that they will let everybody go to secondary school by the year 2030. Comrades, 2030 ain't self-reach yet. They would consider it by the year 2030. Comrade, imagine if the last 20 years we still had Senior 1 and Senior 2 and Senior 3. You know how many thousands of boys and girls would never have had a chance to go to secondary school? They do not care about your future. But the ULP is all about your future. When the ULP spends $60 million to give everybody a tuition scholarship to go to college or university, that investment ain't paying back now for now, no. Because you had to go to university for 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4, 5 years. And then you have to come back. And then you have to start work. And it's 5 years after we spend the money that you get your job and you start to do well. But we are investing in you because we believe in you and we believe in the future that you will craft for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Hold on. Comrades, you are safer with Labour. Your future is safer with Labour. If, God forbid, we get hit by a hurricane and the New Democratic Party is in office, crapo, smoke your pipe. Because it's only with Labour that we bring in this idea that if volcano lick down your house, or if tropical storm lick down your house, or if hurricane lick down your house, the government go build it back and put a mattress in there and put a fridge and a stove in there for you. The New Democratic Party can't even build the house, much less put anything inside the house. You are safer with Labour. Watch the big truck. Let the truck pass.
When you see bad mind people, tell them run way. Going up here, then either way. Going up here, then either way. I say throw bad mind out the window. We say no bad mind people, them can't come around way. Them can't come around way. All when they want when you.
Comrades, we stand here on an important mountaintop. It is a union of 3 constituencies. It is a union at this point where we stand, MARRIAQUA and West St. George and East St. George meet. And in unity, there is always strength. And we have created a party in this country called the Unity Labour Party. And the first word is an important word, it is unity. And we must always remember that because of that unity, we are stronger than the opposition. And because of that unity, we will stand together and be resilient to all the challenges and trials that face us. And because of that unity, the unity of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we are in Labour an unstoppable force and an irresistible force in this country. The only thing that can ever defeat us is ourselves. The only thing that can ever pull us down is this unity. And because of that, and the New Democratic Party, they ain't noticed, they know that. They know that the only way Labour can fall is if Labour turns on itself. They know that the only way that Labour can fall is if Labour people say they not go vote. They know that the only way Labour can fall is if they start to get jealous, like crab in a barrel and say, well, she get and me no get, so me not vote. But the only way that we can continue to chart the future of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is if we stay united and stay together.
We've got to unite. We've got to unite. Come on, people. Say we've got to unite.
But over the next 3 weeks, comrades, the same New Democratic Party that tried to sell your passport, that tried to sell off healthcare, that tried to sell out Taiwan, that tried to sell out your womb, they are going to come to try to ask you to sell out your vote. They're going to come and try to sow division. They're going to come with all kind of lies and bad mind against the candidates of the Unity Labour Party. They're going to come and tell all kind of falsehoods about the candidates of the Unity Labour Party. But I remember Jesus' sermon on the mount when he said, blessed are ye that men will revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward. And we know that our great reward is just 3 short weeks away. Our great reward is just over the next hill and just around the next corner. Our great reward is when the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines united put the Unity Labour Party back in office for our 6th term. Comrades, no matter how you look at it when you're in the voting booth, if you look at party and philosophy, we have the better party and the better philosophy. If you look at leadership, Friday can't walk in the comrade shoes. And if you look at candidates in every single constituency, we have the better candidate with the better plan to advance the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Stronger than ever. We're coming in stronger than ever.
Comrade, I am up here with royalty. I am up here with a king and a prince. And a queen. And an empress. And an empress. And the king and the prince and the empress are all coming home on a massive red wave to glory on election day.
Coming in stronger than ever.
And I'm asking that all you don't leave me out when the massive red wave starts to wash ashore.
Coming in stronger than ever. We're coming.
I am telling you, with the utmost sincerity and honesty, as God is my witness, I have worked harder for East St. George than I have ever worked in my entire life. And I have worked harder for St. Vincent and the Grenadines than I have ever worked in my entire life. And we have taken you through pandemics and volcanoes and tropical storms and hurricanes, and we still continue to lift St. Vincent and the Grenadines to higher heights.
We not leave where we come rise. Show me the red. We not leave where we come rise.
And we still believe that the greatest strength that St. Vincent and the Grenadines has is the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We believe your potential is limitless. And we believe that your government should be your partner and your friend in helping you to achieve your goals and dreams. If you want to go to school, we are your partner and your friend, and we will walk with you through your educational journey. If you want to start a business, we are your partner and your friend, and we will walk with you as you establish your business and help your business to grow. If you want to be a farmer or a fisherman, we will stand with you and work with you until you achieve your dreams and objectives. If you want to be an entertainer, we will stand with you and support you and develop your talents until you become the best entertainer you can be. Anything you want to do, and that is what owning your future is about. It is not about us telling you what we want you to do. It is not about us offering you $500 to go breed and then walk away. It is about us saying that you, the people, are the rulers of your own destiny, and we will be your supporter, your partner, your friend in that journey that you want to take. It is about young people saying that they have an embarrassment of options. I wonder if to go away. I wonder if to start a business. I wonder if to do something else. That is what labor means to you and owning the future. The NDP has no plan. That is why every Monday morning they're announcing two more things for see if something could catch all your attention. But they are lying and they are insulting you. They want to make money. They have no experience. They have no vision. They are old. You know, they talk about comrade. Comrade is, we are one person in our party over 70 years old. They had 3 people in theirs over 70 years old. And they have 8 people in theirs over 60 years old. This is the first time in history, the entire history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that a man running in South Windward is 35 years old and his opponent is twice his age, 70 years old. Never before in the history of this country, one man running against another and one is twice the age of the other one. They used to have a song by Shabba, I'm in love with a man nearly twice my age. Don't play it, don't play it, don't play it, don't play it. We are past the kind of representation that the New Democratic Party wants to offer. We gone past the kind of politics where pull down and bad mind and commerce could win an election. We gone past the kind of politics where somebody going come by your house the night before election and try slip you something to buy your vote. We gone past the kind of politics where they could offer you insults of $500 here or there and think that that is going to win your vote. Because we are talking about your future. And only one party has a vision for your future. And your future is more important than any inducement that the New Democratic Party is going to bring for you. And you are the captains of your own ship, the masters of your own fate, and the rulers of your own destiny under God, as long as you support the Unity Labour Party. Comrades, I saw a video clip of my opponent saying that her greatest dream was to live somewhere outside of East St. George. She said, and I will play the clip at the rallies, she said her great dream was to live in the Grenadines or in East Kingston because that is where intelligent people live. Well, if we don't, let we be done together and vote Labour. And if we don't, let we show she what we think of elitists. People who think that they are more intelligent than us and better than us and want to rule over us and buy us out for trinkets and change and 30 pieces of silver to abandon our party to whom we have been loyal and that has served us and supported us all of these years. If we don't, and she intelligent, let we teach the intelligent one a lesson today.
We don't leave it, we come right. Show me the rest.
The greatest force in politics is a united people. The greatest party in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is the Unity Labour Party. The greatest leader in this country is Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves. The greatest plan that we have is the plan put forward by the Unity Labour Party. And because of that, we come to you with a simple message. We say politics over people. No, we don't say that. I was checking earlier. What do we say? We say people over. Let me do it again. We say people over. We say people over. We say people over. We say love over. We say love over. We say unity over division. We say strength over weakness. We say life over death. And we say ULP over. We say ULP over. We say ULP over. We say Labour over. Comrades, if you believe in people over politics, let me see the six. If you believe in love over hate, let me see the six. If you believe in unity over division, let me see the six. If you believe in strength over weakness, let me see the six. If you believe that we can become a first world nation, and if you believe that you can own your future, let me see the six. On election day, the choice is simple. Good over evil. Life over death. Positive over negative. People over politics. Love over hate. Labour over NDP. You see it? Comrades, the choices are simple. When you're alone in that voting booth, forget about everything they come to you with and think about your future. Think about how you want the next 5 years of your life to look. Close your eyes and think about how you see your future. Close your eyes and think about where you want to go. And ask yourself which party will help you to get to where you want to go. And if you ask yourself that and you answer that honestly, you will know that the ULP is the only choice in the election that is coming up. A Labour Party united can never be defeated. The young people motivated can never be stopped. Vincentian people together are the greatest force anywhere in the world because we are strong, we are resilient, we are creative, we are intelligent, we are talented, and we can shape this country into the greatest country in the Caribbean. But to do that, we need Labour. To do that, we need Ralph Gonsalves. To do that, we need vision. And to do that, we need you. A friend in need. For the last 5 years, we have said that you are all our friends. And when you are in need, we have helped you. They want to talk about extra salary. When we were giving everybody a bank card with $600 on it, that come up to over $7,200 for each person. We never tell them we're giving you a trinket. We just quietly put that on a card for you to draw down. When we say we're building a house for you, we ain't come and push up camera in your face and say, look, we have built house for poor people. We build that quietly for you. And we say that is for you and your dignity. When we give people public assistance, we tell you, you don't have to come line up again for them thing there in the hot sun. We'll put it on a card for you and let you do that in dignity. We don't have to beat with chest and say what we're doing for people. But we know that we love you and we hold you in the highest esteem. It's about unity. And because of that, the time has come to send the New Democratic Party a message. Family. We come in with a hold that tune there, hold that tune there. Hold that one in the chamber. That's a good way to wrap it. Comrades, we have to send a message to them. You don't bring back the same old tired candidates with the same old tired ideas and the same old tired bad mind and pull down and think you can defeat Labour. You don't bring trinkets to defeat Labour. We are more intelligent than you believe we are. We are stronger than you believe we are. We are better than you have ever dreamed. Because Labour has advanced St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And Labour will continue to advance St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Pass through, comrade. Pass through. It's all right. Let it pass. Don't do that. Let it pass. Let it pass. It's all right. They deserve to see what a real meeting look like. They deserve to see what a real meeting look like. Let it pass. Comrades, Labour. Comrades, we are friends. We are comrades. We are all Vincentians. And we are a family. And in a family, there is love. There is unity. There is togetherness. And even when sometimes there are disagreements, the family pulls together and works together for the benefit of all. And this Labour family must be united on election day. And this Labour family must vote early on election day. And then this Labour family must hit the streets early to begin the celebration. Because we are a family.
Yo, Shaggy.
Where Papi say? Family. Are we the family?
If I want thing, me hate a fern killer. Me no believe in a fern killer.
He said, George, I love you.
And me say family.
He said, George, we coming home bigger than ever before. He said, George, we sending a message all across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are a family. We work together. We rise together. We achieve together. Because we are a united family. Are we the family? Comrades, I love you. Enjoy yourself tonight. Enjoy yourself on the way to Chateau. And let us continue to be a Labour family all the way through to election day. Comrades, we go in Chateau on Saturday. The fast ferry will be at the wharf leaving at 6 o'clock. The passage is free. The DJ don't tune up. We're ready to ride to Chateau for the North Star Rally. And we're going to send a message from the top of the country all the way to the Southern Grenadines that Labour is an unstoppable force. I want to see all you on the fast ferry on Saturday. And then we go in Bayaboo on Sunday to listen to Christopher Martin and the Comrade Leader. And then we get nominated on Monday. Nomination day is the beginning of the sprint home. And I want to see all you by the campaign office on nomination day. Because we're starting to send messages from nomination day and every single day down the line until election day. The Labour family cannot be defeated. The Labour family cannot lose. The Labour family is coming home to victory in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. People over politics, unity over division, love over hate, strength together, and Labour over the NDP. God bless you. I love you. Good night.
We're coming in stronger than ever. We're coming in stronger than ever. Yeah, I said, in a row, everybody start jumping to Labour. To Labour, to Labour, to Labour army, to Labour, to Labour, to Labour army is a nation of bread, 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 bread. Coming in stronger than ever. We're coming in stronger than ever. Yeah, I said, in a row, everybody start jumping to Labour, to Labour, to Labour, to Labour army, to Labour, to Labour, to Labour army is a nation of bread. My pencil on the exits for Labour, for who? Labour, everybody, mother.
All right. Comrades, let me thank you for being here. We had a wonderful time. And I know that Donovan go keep playing little thing for those who want to yeah. He go deal with that. But we thank you for your presence, your participation in this meeting. It was wonderful. And we wish you a safe journey to your several homes overboard. We say Labour!